Hey there, guys. Today we're talking about excessive overthinking in the nighttime. All right. My name is Suman Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. So, if you're thinking a lot during the nighttime and you're getting a lot of insomnia, or maybe you just can't sleep, one of my theories is that you haven't closed the loop in your mind of your thoughts. So, your thoughts are in a ruminating loop. Rumination is kind of like, you know how a cow chews cud and regurgitates it and then chews on it again and then regurgitates it? It's like that's what your thought is doing, right? It's going around in circles and it doesn't have an endpoint. You haven't closed the loop in the thought to make it a full stop. So, how do we end a sentence? We end it with a full stop, an exclamation point, or a question mark. However, in our own minds, we don't do that. We let our thoughts run on in sentences and become dot dot dots. They become ellipses. What I want you to practice doing throughout your day, as your thoughts are piling up in your subconscious mind, I want you to simply practice saying in your mind your thoughts, full stop, question mark, stop, halt, exclamation point. Say something. Have a verbal anchor for yourself that you end the thought that you're thinking. Okay? Now, there's also a process of relaxation before bedtime. If you're using a lot of, you know, electronics before bedtime, again, that's going to get you overstimulated and it's going to make you think more. So, with your electronics, I would highly recommend you invest in blue light blocking glasses. Okay, if you're using a lot of electronics or you have to, like I use a lot of electronics before bed. However, I use my blue light blocking glasses, which doesn't get super, stimulated in that sense. Okay. So blue light blocking glasses are great. You can get them online on Amazon, very cheap. Again, some nighttime rituals for me is if I'm not getting sleep, I would use that energy, transmute it, and try and use it for something else. Like I would read a book, or maybe watch a very soothing movie, or close my eyes and do a visualization where I'm imagining very peaceful imagery. I love the imagery of still water. If you notice in the background, I have still water over there as a reminder as well. Also, have your palms facing upwards. Like, in Savasana, you do this as well. You have your palms facing upwards. I don't know what it is about this, but there's something very magical about sleeping with your palms facing upwards that gets you super relaxed. Also, I would like you to practice some breath work. Before we get into the breath work, just want a reminder, chamomile tea, okay, incredible. Blue light blocking glasses, as I mentioned, and closing the loops of the mind or ending those sentences. Practically, you can do this by thinking, what is the thought thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking about that thought from my past. I'm going to put a pin in it, boom, and then I'm going to revisit it tomorrow, right? So something like that, you would be able to do that. So your mind consciously knows that it is your intention not to go deep into the rabbit hole of that thought. Now, going into breath work. Breath work is really powerful. So you want your exhales to be longer than your inhales. Okay, so your inhale would be like 3 seconds. Exhale would be like 10 seconds. That would be one repetition. Okay, so I want you to repeat this until you feel your body very, very relaxed and calm down. You can even hold your breath for 5 seconds or so to really get that, breath work working. As you do this breath work, you'll notice you become more aware of the tension in your muscles and in your joints. Once you become more aware of the tension, you might want to take a shower and do some yoga. Now, do you have to have a yoga routine? No. Okay, I personally, I have a mat and a foam roller, and I will simply massage my body using the foam roller, twisting, turning, stretching, and going into the places where I notice the most tension within my body. Okay, tension is the enemy of the flow Jedi. You got to remember this. So if you want to really take away the tension, you're going to thrive. Okay, you're going to feel sleepy, you're going to feel relaxed. But if there's tension within your body, that's going to prevent you from sleeping. As I mentioned, some kind of sleep tea can really emphasize this. If you're really having an issue, go to your general practitioner, and I know certain places in the world, they just have this over the counter, but it's melatonin, okay? The reason melatonin works is because it's naturally produced in the brain, okay, also by the pineal gland, interestingly enough, right? So melatonin actually releases, and then you feel sleepy. You feel a lot more tired, and you drift off to sleep because your circadian rhythm, or your sleep-wake cycle, corrects itself with the proper amount of melatonin. But if you don't have the proper amount of melatonin, you're not going to feel sleepy, even when it's dark. Because that's what it reacts to. It reacts to, okay, it's dark now, I feel sleepy. I feel the sunlight on my skin right now, that's the serotonin, so I feel awake. So make sure when you're getting up, you're getting in sunlight, and when you're in the room, it's a dark room. There's no lights coming in through random areas, right? It's just sleep in darkness, blackout curtains if you can. If you have a little spray of essential oils, and sometimes there's these little sprays for sleep, okay? Very, very soothing. Sometimes they're found in lotion form, but I would say like essential oils, especially lavender. Lavender really helps in terms of getting you to feel sleepy and relaxed. So, for stress relief, it's incredible. I like to use it at times. Actually, saying it out loud right now is reminding me that, okay, I need to be using that more, okay? But yeah, if you're not feeling sleepy, use that energy in something. Don't just keep it going. Don't waste that time just thinking and just staying like, meditate. Meditation is a great activity. Do your breath work and try and feel as relaxed as you can within your body. Another interesting thing that you can do is to have a specific time on your calendar called worry time or overthinking time. Okay? This is where you journal and you just close the loops of your thoughts. So you think, what does this thought mean? What am I avoiding right now? What is the meaning of this? How does this work? And you just keep asking yourself really good questions about that thought so that you find a conclusion to it, so that you solve it. So that's another way that you can practically end those thought loops. And at most, if you don't feel sleepy, the next day you'll take a nap and you'll feel refreshed, okay? But having said that, I hope this video helped you out today really quick, but I hope that it gave you some kind of value. That being said, have an amazing day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. I'll see you next time.